There is something that is happening in the country that nobody is telling you right now. Since the defection of the Kwankwaso and the PTOB to the NDC, a lot of question has been flying around and a lot of people have been saying a lot of things. But I want to address a particular matter about ATIKU, Abubakar and the ADC as a party. Please, if this is your first time coming across our channel, welcome to NAIJA Prince News. Please do us a favor by clicking on your subscribe button and don't forget to on your notification bell. I would love you to pay a serious attention to this video and make sure you watch it to the end. A lot of people have been talking, why is P2B, why P2B all the time? Now, I want to answer this question in a simple time.
All right, you have been quoted to have called on Nigerians to rally behind a united opposition candidate.
Yes.
And of course, we know the former Vice President ATIKU, P2B, Kwankwaso, and Mechi are all men with credible credentials and personal ambition.
Yeah.
Give us a picture of your dream tickets.
Of my
Dream tickets.
Uncle Victor, let me say, I voted for Peter Obi in 2023. And I'm voting for Peter Obi in 2027. I am in the ADC. I support the opposition movement. Every person who is in the opposition is eminently qualified to be president. Everybody who is contesting. Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president, Amechi. You know, Atiku Abubakar is somebody who, he was not vice president to a weak president. And the only position he has held in his entire political is vice president. But somehow has remained relevant years after leaving office, even more than some former presidents. There is something he knows about politics. Amechi, a former governor, to the best knowledge that I have, even a lot of Rivers people refer to him as one of the best governors that they have had. But I believe that there is a time and a season for every leadership. In 2015, I voted for Goodluck Jonathan. I would never vote for APC because I never trusted whatever change that they were bringing. I knew that with all his flaws, Jonathan was a better candidate. When people say he was weak, I believe that the weakness of a leader in a democracy is the strength of the people. A lot of reforms we are fighting to get under, we fought to get under a Buhari government, would have been easier to get under a Jonathan government. He had the more democratic disposition. How they sold the whatever lie and whatever that APC change brought, it was up to them. But I mean, with the years that have passed, my position have been proven to be right because the calamity that they brought was not better. In 2019, I voted for Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Obi as his vice presidential ticket because I believe that, in all fairness, if a northerner was there and we needed that he is a failure, of course a northerner can become president and a person who has the capacity to do so. Would it have been fair if in 2019 we had a southerner come to shortchange Buhari? How would that have worked? In 2023, we expected that the PDP will zone their ticket to the south. They did whatever calisthenics they decided to do, and of course, Obi had to be forced out of the party. I supported Obi and I voted for him. In 2027, we have a possibility of getting a ticket that is not only just going to be a political statement, it has the capacity to begin something that Nigerians may not have seen before. Uncle Victor, imagine an Obi Kwankwaso ticket. This is not just politics. This is a southerner, then a southeasterner running with somebody from the north. Not just based on their names, but based on their proven track records.
Please, before we continue, do me a favor by clicking on your subscribe button. Just the only way to encourage and support us.
Or being beholden to their people and their performance as leaders. Each former 8 years governor. That is why you see that that kind of ticket has the capacity to galvanize Nigerians and build organic support for itself. I'm not a part of people who come out to say, oh, they are bullying this. You cannot bully Atiku. He's a former vice president. He has fought wars and battles and has lasted. There is a lot that I admire in him as a person. But there is a kind of, Atiku Abubakar has an opportunity to do something for Nigerians that will write his name in the hearts of Nigerians forever. It may not be always about getting power. It is about what you do for the people. The only title he will want to get is GCON, is GCFR. And that is why we will see that if a person like Atiku Abubakar looks at the entire structure and the environment and say, this is what the people want and I will make a sacrifice for them, he will be remembered better than whoever that even took a title of GCFR, because this is the risk. It is not about you snatching power and getting into office by all means. Take a look at the person who is there. Snatch it, grab it, run with it. It makes a mockery of yourself. You take power, you lose the people. Look at Buhari. former petroleum commissioner, former military head of state, former two-time civilian president, at the end died in a private hospital in the UK, flown into the country as a cargo, buried, and look at the reaction. Everybody saw that it was a collective waste of our collective destiny. So yes, you were GCFR, but what were you to the people? Nothing.
Please, before we continue, do me a favor by clicking on your subscribe button. Just the only way to encourage and support us.
Because all that I remember under Buhari is a man, a calamity who destroyed my youth. Buhari came into government, I was barely 20 or 21. My entire young age was destroyed under bad governance, and multitudes of people like that, because we could have had better opportunities. So it is up to the leadership in the ADC to look and say, what exactly is the aspirations of the younger generation? What sacrifices can we make for this to move forward? And that is why, if you look at all of these boxes, ATIKU and Obi is a supporter of ATIKU. Obi will not agree to be ATIKU's vice if he does not believe in his capacity. Yes. So there is no fight between ATIKU supporters and Obi supporters, because Obi supporters used to be ATIKU supporters at some point. If we voted for you in 2019, the question is, in 2023, when a Northerner was living in Buhari, was it fair that another Northerner should succeed him? And if a Southerner is president today, and we believe that he's a calamity and he should leave, is it not fair that you get a Southerner to do what is done or needs to be done? And not just a Southerner you believed in so much that you made vice president. You both have mutual respect and admiration for yourself. You know that if ATIKU or Obi had remained in PDP in 2023, nobody will be vice president to him than Obi. He believes in his capacity. So with this age and time, what can you do to help us? It is an appeal. It is an understanding. I do not want an Obi Kwankwaso ticket in isolation, no. I want an Obi Kwankwaso ticket supported by ATIKU, supported by Amechi, worked for by the entire opposition, and voted for by the Nigerian people. That is my dream ticket. However the opposition wants to go, it is up to them. But they should remember that Nigeria should come before any personal interest.
We all heard what Peter Randy said about Peter Obi and ATIKU ticket. You see, to be honest with you, I have been waiting for a moment where I can do this video and reasons why I will back it up. You see, despite that the social media of today, it is not necessary for you to believe everything that comes your way. But there's something that I want to let us know about His Excellency Peter Obi and the ATIKU Abubakar. Yes, both of them have the same vision, and in one way or the other, ATIKU actually believes in Peter Obi. That's why he makes him his vice president in 2019. Are we getting that? Now, the time of the Northern has finished. We are proceeding to South, right? Then, who is very suitable to be in South? Does it mean that ATIKU has to go further? The thing is that what most of us didn't understand, that ATIKU is playing a game of try and luck. He's always trying to come out every time, every season, to run for presidency tickets, to know if he will be able to be the president. And I've been always saying this all the time. ATIKU Abubakar just want to be added as GCFR. He just wanted to be the president. He just want the title, not the leadership, not the responsibility that comes with it. He doesn't care about the money or the fund that they receive in it. And I can say this clear. To me, I feel like ATIKU Abubakar may still be the president and still not receive any salary because he's wealthy enough. Why did I say so? He just wants the title, not the royalty that comes with it. So to me, that's what I feel like ATIKU wants. Same goes to Peter Obi. Peter Obi just want to be the president, and he want to change the lives of the Nigerian citizen and make Nigeria a better place, if not for China or Vietnam or US, because we still have a long way to go, but make it a place that where you can live and be rest assured of your next meal. That's the agenda of P2B. And a lot of people say that why Kwankwaso following him up and down. Now, despite that there are a lot of speculation that Kwankwaso is targeting 2031, but meanwhile, that's not what we are saying in parentheses. But Kwankwaso has the same heart with His Excellency Peter Obi. Go to their track record. And have you ever seen these people invited by the EFCC or answering any case about money laundering or misappropriation of public funds? Now I can still tell you on and on. Go to any record, find where P2B or ATIKU involved. Find Kwankwaso, find that Baba Ahmed. Anybody that you see that they have never have any record of EFCC, ICP, or any money laundering or embezzlement of public fund, then you know that that person is worthy, to be the president or vice president as long as Nigeria is concerned. Because with the rascality that this current regime are going through, I don't think that they can stop in any way. They will go as far as arresting even Jesus and accuse him of something. But if they have not done that to Peter Obi, and yet Peter Obi still walks around in Federal Republic of Nigeria freely like an ordinary citizen, not like a politician, then you should know that there is something unique about Peter Obi that these people can't, change the narrative. Well, I would love you to share what you think about this in the comment section, and don't forget to share this video to all your social media platforms. Do well to click on your subscribe button if this is your first time coming across our channel.